Sabrina here. Happy Frugal Friday to you. It's time for another drugstore must-haves and must-nots video. And I have quite a few products to share with you today from a variety of different brands and a variety of different types of products. So we'll just hop right into it. I'm going to start off with a must-not. Many of you may have seen me use this product in a past video. This is the, forgot the name of it already, Hard Candy Light Bright Whipped Brightening Concealer. Sounds sexy, right? It is not sexy. Very clumpy, very gooey application, very scaly when it dries. That's the appearance that you get with this concealer. It does not sink into the skin. It sits on top of it and it creates this filmy layer over your skin. It's really nasty stuff. And it's also really light. Which, if you're already fair, I mean, I couldn't believe how light this was on me. It was like I had high beams under my eyes. Woo! So yeah, definitely a no-go. Alright, but we'll bring it back with a must-have product. And this comes from the Flower line. I have a lot of Flower cosmetics to share with you today. This is the Flower Quad in Foxy Browns. I used this one in a past tutorial. If you happen to miss it, I will link it for you below. Great little palette, very pigmented. Blends like a dream. The eyeshadows are extremely high quality. I have no doubts that you will love this one if you pick it up. Also from the Flower line, another must-have product for you to try is the liquid foundation. Very impressed with this in terms of color match. It's a perfect match for those of us who are really fair. However, it does not last as long as you would expect it to. I mean, for a drugstore foundation, really good, but it's not going to last for longer than maybe 5 hours when you're wearing it if you have oily skin. So unfortunately it does get shiny a little bit quicker, but in terms of application, color, pigmentation, all of that stuff that you look for in a foundation, very impressed with this one. Another must-not product for you, and that is the Hard Candy 1000 Lashes Fiberized Lash Weave Mascara. I did do an entire video on this product specifically with a demonstration and a full review, and if you did catch that video then you already know my feelings on it. The fibers do not come off onto your lashes like they should. It's extremely hard to get any of the product off of the wand onto your eyes. I don't feel like you get anything better out of this mascara than you would any other in the drugstore, and there are probably much better fiber mascaras out there to try, including one from L'Oreal that many of you have recommended to me since doing this video, which I have to try that one next. But no go. I'm just trying to get through this video because I have so many products to share with you in this one. Next must-have product is from Hard Candy. Hard Candy, we have some hits and misses, but this is an absolute must-have. This is one of their baked blushes in the shade Honeymoon. Beautiful color in this one. And it has a highlighting factor mixed in with it. So you get a bit of shimmer with the color. It's just a beautiful finish on the cheeks. I am looking forward to trying more of these. They are very similar to the Milani eyeshadows. So if you have all of the Milani eyeshadows and you're looking for eyeshadows, blushes, they're very similar to the Milani blushes. So if you have all of those baked blushes, I have no doubt that you will love these also. And they have a better range of colors too to choose from. Another must-have product for you, and this is one that I did not have high hopes for at all, especially after I swatched it the first time and I was like, whoa! And that is the e.l.f. HD Blush. This little guy right here. This is in the color Superstar, and I thought when I first swatched it, whoa, that's a really big, bright, bold color. But I knew I had to use as little as possible. I mean, a smidgen. You don't even take that much out of the container. You don't need much. When I first applied it, I looked like a clown. Yep. And then I figured out how to apply it. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. I'm actually wearing it in today's video, and you can see it provides just the most beautiful flush of color to the face. Very natural looking. It's probably one of the most natural looking blushes I have ever used from the drugstore, and the price, you seriously can't beat it. I think I paid $2 for this, and you know what, I'm gonna go back and look at the other colors now because I'm very impressed by this one. Oh, and it does last all day. It does not fade, doesn't disappear. If you have oily skin, it has no counteraction with that whatsoever. All around great product. Another must-not product for you not to try, save your money on, is the Flower Cream Foundation. I had really high expectations for this one because I wanted to love it, just the idea of it. Ugh. Unfortunately, it applies very strangely. When you try to blend it into your skin, it doesn't blend. It's like that concealer from Hard Candy that I mentioned in the beginning. It just sits on your skin and you cannot get it to absorb into your skin. It's a nightmare. It's very streaky. Was not impressed with it at all. So this is a no-go for me also. Another must-not for you, and this is a very surprising must-not, and I know many of you are going to be like, what? The Wet n Wild palette in Angels in Aubergine. I know. I tried to put together a look with this palette and I was not impressed at all. The red shade that is in this palette is what appears to be a dupe for MAC's Cranberry. And you can see in the swatch, it's a beautiful color. Simply stunning. However, it does not look like that when you put it on your eyes. When you apply it to your eyes, it turns into this brownish, barely cranberry shade anymore, and it loses its color throughout the day. It really fades on you, and I don't know, after a while it just looks muddy and you can't really tell that you have any kind of cranberry color in your eyes whatsoever. I was not impressed with this palette for the simple fact that I bought it specifically for that shade. More must-have products for you here. One comes from Hard Candy. This is Just Face It foundation. Love this stuff. But unfortunately, it is not meant for those of us with fair skin, unfortunately. But for those of you who do not have fair skin, you have more medium, darker complexions, highly recommend that you try this foundation from the drugstore. The reason I say it's not for those of us with fair skin is because it does oxidize. And at the end of the day, I ended up with my face looking much darker than it should have been. Really disappointing because this foundation was amazing in terms of longevity. I swear, it did not get oily on my face for 7 hours, and I was super impressed by that. It has a very lightweight formula. I could not believe the performance of this foundation. So if you do not have fair skin, I do recommend that you try this one out. Very good one. Must have, must have, must have. From Flower, one of their paint pots. This is in the shade Awesome Blossom. And that is what I'm wearing today in this video, and I do have a full tutorial coming up for you next Friday on the look that I'm wearing today. And it will be featuring this Flower cream pot. Now this is my first day wearing it. I'm actually going to be testing it out today, tomorrow, probably the next day, and seeing how well it wears. And then I will let you know in that video next Friday my full review on it. So far, I can tell you, very impressed with the pigmentation, the application, and the color. And you know what? That really matters. But right now, at this moment, I don't have any idea about longevity. So I will let you know in the future how well it wears. False eyelashes! I discovered some new ones, and these are from ladymossbeauty.com. These are from an eyelash brand called KoKo lashes. And they are, I think, human hair? Maybe. They could be synthetic, but they're really, really good. I'm very impressed by them. The styles that I picked up are Risque, Goddess, and one called Misha. And I will be featuring, I will be featuring these in upcoming Frugal Friday tutorials, so you get to see what they look like on the eyes. Very affordable lashes and extremely high quality. I'm very impressed by them. Final must-have product that I have to share with you comes from NYX. This is their Simply Vamp Lip Cream in the shade Bewitching. I have been loving this lip cream lately, especially for fall. It is the most beautiful deep wine shade I have ever tried, and I'm simply obsessed with the formula of this. Love it. Those are all my must-haves and must-nots. Yep. That's all of them. So let me know what some of yours are for the past month. Also, have you found any that you really, really love that you can't rave enough about? Or have you also found some real big stinkers? Let me know below. Would love to hear your comments and your feedback. Thanks so much for watching, and look forward to the video next Friday that will feature the full tutorial for this face. See you then. Have a wonderful weekend.